Hi, everyone. My name is Selina McCallum. I'm a filmmaker and storyteller. I was born in a neighborhood called Flemington Park in Toronto, and I was raised by my Tanzanian mom and my Jamaican dad. From a very young age, I love storytelling. I love books. I love the way that a book could transfer you into a world that you've never been to before, but now you feel like you know everything about. And that is why I thought I was going to be an author. But I knew I wanted to connect to real life stories instead. So instead of pursuing literature or writing, I decided after grade 12 to pursue a double degree in journalism and film because of the power storytelling has to move people to emotion, change, and action. In September 2015, one photo broke the hearts of many Canadians and all around the world as well. It was on the front page of many news outlets and websites. It urged us to stop, to focus, and to have real conversations. Some of you may already know what photo I'm talking about if you think back to September 2015, and because of the way it was etched in many people's lives and in many people's memories. Um, when the photograph of Alan Kurdi, a 2-year-old Syrian boy who lay lifeless on the beach, made global headlines, this is what made us all stop and think. It was one photo, and as they say, a photo can speak 1,000 words. I think this one said a lot more. And that is why photojournalism, documentaries, storytelling is so powerful to me, and why I wanted to pursue it so much, because of the way it creates conversations that maybe we didn't think about before, but now we can extend and figure out what different perspectives we can think about. So now we use photos and videos to tell stories more than ever before. More people would rather consume news on their phones than reading a physical paper. According to Insider Intelligence, a report by Paul Briggs predicted there will be 29.1 million digital video viewers in Canada this year, and that will climb to 30.1 million video viewers by 2026. And according to Made in CA, and on average, Canadians spend 6 hours and 35 minutes on the internet every day. And out of that time, 2 hours and 5 minutes are spent on social media, where most people are using social media on their handheld device. So the question I have is, how can we add to this conversation of so many videos and photos being posted online and so many things and all the chaos of it all? What are we trying to say and what is our message? And that is why I love storytelling and documentary filmmaking, because we can take our handheld devices, our cameras, or whatever digital device we have and be able to share a story. I started I started doing documentary filmmaking when I was in university, and one of my first films was on sex trafficking in Ontario and Michigan, and it looked to debunk the myths that happen around that. So the old narrative of you're walking down the street and someone pulls you into a white van is not the case. It's more of someone you know, someone you trust, and someone who kind of guides you down that path until it's too late and you're not sure how you even got into this situation. And so my film, Traffic on 401, was a film that I was glad to put online and to have other men and women and children see this film and understand how it works and how human trafficking is in Canada and not just in third world countries or globally. Another film I worked on is called Fitria, Muslim on and off the court. And this looked at how Muslim women who wear hijab can also play sports, can also be an athlete, a basketball player, and can also still be with their faith and want to practice their faith. It's not for them to choose one or the other. It's for them to be able to be who they are, play the sport, but also not have to let go of their religion in the meantime. And so both of these films mean a lot to me because I was able to connect with my subject and really ask them questions of why they do the things they do and why they want to play sports and why they also want to have the religion with them. And in this conversation, we were able to have other people who may not understand Islam or not understand basketball really connect with Patria and see why she wanted to do both of these things. In my film Traffic on 401, I was able to connect. The survivor in my film was able to connect with people and to let her know her experience. It wasn't that she came from a broken home or had terrible friends that guided her down this path. She came from a home that was loving, a 2-parent home with siblings, but that is a situation she found herself in. And so with documentaries, storytelling, it allows us to see into another person's life. It allows us to understand and relate to each other in a way that we never were able to before. And because of the use of more video and more photo, we're able to connect on a deeper level. And so this is why also this year I launched my documentary production company called Leverage Lens. So in early February, we had a film festival that showcased art and film and also allowed people to come and look at the photos around the wall and see how we're all relatable and we're all connected in a way that we're able to see each other for who we are and what we want to express. And the 3 films were also made by Black emerging filmmakers who are new to filmmaking and given that platform to connect with the industry and connect with audiences as well. And through Leverage Lens, I also want to bring more representation, and that is by having panel discussions. So I'm also hosting a female cinematographers panel where usually females behind the camera don't get enough exposure and aren't able to tell their stories. And women in film itself, we're not that portrayed in the forefront as many men are from before. And so this is another opportunity for more women to be in film. And this is why I love what I do, because storytelling and the power of storytelling allows us to connect with each other, allows us to relate to each other. And I think that with our handheld devices, if we're all able to add humanity to it, we can put out stories that matter. We can put out stories that showcase a cause and that also change the world just one photo or one video at a time. Thank you.